Hey YouTube, Vermont Prepper here. It's the end of March of 2019. What I want to do is go over the Canadian Prepper Bugout Roll. And for those of you who are in the prepper universe or just new to it, Canadian Prepper is a person in Canada, obviously, that has a lot of pretty cool videos. Very smart guy. I think he's probably involved in psychology of some sort because he very knowledgeable about the psychology of the human mind. And I do enjoy his videos. He has a lot of good subjects on it. I am not affiliated with him, nor do I know him in any way. But like I said, I do enjoy the videos. And he has a website where he sells prepper equipment. And it's mostly high-end equipment. I do like the stuff on there. And they're reasonable prices. It's not, he doesn't gouge you. And they actually, over 250 bucks is free shipping. Sounds like an infomercial for somebody that I don't know, but I admire his entrepreneurship, and he's found himself a nice little niche that can compete with the likes of Amazon, which are not professionals. That they might sell some of the same stuff, but he actually sells stuff at I think they're higher end and reasonable prices. In any event, this is the Bugout Roll, and I bought one of these for myself and my son. And basically what it is a travel bag with pockets in it. And these pockets, you can keep various items that you believe are important if you had to bug out. Now, what I will say is that this weighs in probably about 30 to 40 pounds. So I'm not thinking that I'm going to be carrying this in the woods. It has a special use, I think. And for me, that special use is just keeping it by my desk. If in the event that I could not do anything but take one thing, this is probably the thing that I would take. And my vehicles are outfitted with their own bug out equipment. I have tons of bags and you name it, I have it, as far as, backpacks. This serves a special purpose. It's right by my desk. And if I have to bring one thing out of the house, this is it. And it has basically everything but food in it. And it's secured by some, pretty strong straps. It's made out of some pretty it's made out of strong material. And it has these connectors on it. And I'll show you the connectors. The one thing I will say is I think these connectors, either me or my son's, are different. They're both different, but I don't know whose is right. And mine goes on a diagonal. His goes straight across. And I think his are probably right. But, I mean, for me, it doesn't make a difference. I mean, it may be a little manufacturing defect or whatever, but it is what it is. It doesn't affect the use of the bag or the look of it, so I don't care. So let's unstrap it. It's 4 connectors, 5 connectors actually. And then you unroll it. And I'm going to do this with one hand, so ignore the camera for a minute. And there you have it. I'll go over it very slowly so you can get an idea. Okay, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 particular rows of pockets. Okay, so let's go through each row, and I'm not going to take the junk out because it took me a while to figure out what I want to do and where I want to pack it, and it'll take me forever to unpack it, so forgive me on that. You can do a thumbs down if you feel like it, but I'm not going to do it. In any event, and I'm probably not going to go through every single thing in here, but basically here's my Luminex watch, and this is the Navy SEAL version. Pretty cool. I like the color of it, and it'll you could see in the dark with it. I have a gun magnet in case you had to switch vehicles real quick. You can just put your gun magnet on your dashboard, your metal part of the dashboard, and then attach your gun to it, and then you can remove it really quick if you need it. Lighters, Bic lighters. I have flashlight here. I have paracord bracelet, Next one, I have some hand warmers because it does get cold here in the north. Small notepad and pen. Some Vaseline for my fire starter cotton balls. Compass inside that pouch. Another small flashlight right there. I have my EXO gloves right there. Gerber knife, as well as razor. I have a N95 mask, as well as a couple N95 masks, as well as mosquito net in that pouch. And this Dawn dishwashing detergent. You might want to say, what are you going to do? Wash dishes? No, that's not what I want to do with this. Actually, this was an idea. I have to give props to my son on this. It was a great idea when he came up with it. He's also a prepper like myself. And he said, well, you know, instead of carrying these bars of soap, why don't you just carry Dawn dishwashing detergent? Because what it does a couple things. You can wash your dishes, of course, but also you can wash yourself with this in a bug out situation, and it lasts forever. I mean, you can really just use a little bit and lather yourself up to your heart's content. So I thought that was a great idea. So I have Dawn dishwashing detergent instead of a bar of soap. And again, this is extreme. I do not use this. I'm stressing that I do not use this on a daily basis like that. But this is for extreme purpose. I have a headlight lamp there, and that's rechargeable. And I forget the brand of it. This nifty little squeegee bottle is just in case you do not have toilet paper in your car and nature calls. This can be your own little personal bidet. Isn't that nice? So you can like put it in, you know, a little soapy Dawn dishwashing detergent in there, and you can squirt yourself, for lack of a better term. All right. This next unit here, I have a pen in there, and I have in here is my fire starter cotton balls that I use. I have my Sawyer water filter. I have some tablets, water tablets right here. You can see the tablet bottle right there. I have some waterproof matches. These are other cool things. These Rapid storage wraps. They're like heavy duty Velcro wraps, and these things will hold, I don't know how much weight, but they are super, super strong. You can get those on Amazon or on eBay probably, but they are super strong, and you know, they have these little holes at the end, you know, grommet holes where you can hang stuff. You can hang them from. So I use it for a number of different things. I actually have some in my truck, just, you know, in my toolbox there. Fire starter bricks. This right here is my Ruger SRE 9mm. I didn't want to keep a really expensive weapon in there because I don't really take it out all that much. It's 9mm, and I have, you know, mag in it and 2 mags next to it. All right, here's I have my 9mm mag loader, as well as some MagTech FMJ bullets, and I have a what they call a clean bore 9mm cleaning kit. And this is pretty nifty because, you know, it has all your 9mm cleaning brushes and things like that, and it has a extension where, you know, you can use it to brush out your barrel. And of course we have the gun oil and, you know, your cleaning patches. This one I have Old Spice, some shaving equipment, various toiletries, general first aid right here. This is not a trauma kit. I have those in my vehicles already. I got tons of that junk all over the place. This is a special towel that, you know, dries really quick and absorbs a lot. I have bug spray right there, and I have and this little mesh right here is a small stove. All right, and here's my emergency blanket, and this is a shelter kit right here. And then I have my shortwave radio, the Kato KA268, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it's 12 band, and it has really good reception, and I have a extended antenna for it as well in there. And then I have my tri-band Baofeng or BTEC, same company, UV5X3, and I do have my ham radio license, and this is for VHF, and you know, probably for use through repeaters mostly. It's not gonna give you a ton of range in the woods, but if you have line of sight to a repeater, you can potentially go out a couple 100 miles with it. So I have all of the local repeaters within, you know, probably Vermont and New Hampshire programmed into this thing, and very easy to program using Chirp software. So I have that, and I have a you know, aftermarket whip antenna for it, you know, 15-inch to give it a little bit extra range. So that's basically it in a nutshell, everyone. I hope you like it. I will say that to be transparent, this particular zipper right here on this bottom pocket did come with frayed, some of the material around it was frayed, and you know, I was a little bit disappointed, but it wasn't the end of the world, because all I had to do is take one of those barbecue lighters and, you know, just burnt off the fraying. It actually happened on my son's as well, so we did the same thing, and I haven't had any issues or problems with it since, so I'll give everyone a pass on that. Again, I admire the entrepreneurship and the thought involved in this. I think Canadian Prepper's pretty knowledgeable. So I'll just chalk that up to, you know, beginning or manufacturing issues, and I'm sure I've gotten other things from him, and I think, you know, everything's been top-notch quality. So this is top-notch quality as well, except for the, you know, the strap issue, which is diagonal, and that little fraying, but very, very minor and totally repairable. In any event, oh, the last thing I wanted to go over is these hanging, you can hang your bag from these grommets right here. These are pretty strong. I'm not sure if I would use this if you're really packing it up. I guess you could as a hook, like a, you know, like a regular travel bag, or something like that with a hook on a tree or whatever. But I would recommend, if you're packing them down, to use these on each side. All right, so that's it for my review of the Bugout Roll. Would appreciate you guys giving me a thumbs up, maybe a couple comments about some of the things I have in there, maybe some ideas or changes you might have in your head. All right, thanks everybody. As always, keep prepping. Vermont Prepper out. Take care.